If you haven't seen the first episode of Dark Heart, I highly suggest you go watch it so you will be up to speed. Link in description. This story takes place in the town of Mattock, a place that almost as mean as the Gulag. Most adults who live here are drunk with power. As a result, life for their kids are quite sore. Most get punished and abused for every mistake they make. They needed a hair for their mental health's sake. Luckily, there's a girl with voodoo magic who cares for kids whose lives are tragic. All who think bullying and abuse is the best solution shall painfully face Dark Heart's retribution. Here's where it's coming from.
Hi for help. All we want to give. No one cares about this dumb teddy bear of yours.
Please don't hurt Mr. Buttons, I'll do anything.
The kid is in trouble.
What are you waiting for? You have to do something.
What can I do? I haven't learned how to use my powers yet.
The magic I gave you are powered by portals. Just think of anything and it shall become a reality.
Well, in that case,
I wonder how much this daddy is worth on eBay.
I'm the greatest of all vigilantes.
Oh,
I am the nails that scratch on the chalkboard of torment. I am Darkar.
that losty Batman wannabe. This toy is mine.
I'm only gonna say this once. Give the kid her bear back or else.
Or else what? All right, you win. Just please put me out. You are a freaking psycho. You know that.
I gave you a fair warning, young. You listen good. You mess with this girl again. In fact, you go anywhere in this town preying on innocent children, and I will make sure that will be the last mistake you ever make. And make sure everyone else in Mattock knows, understand?
Whatever, witch lady. I'm getting the hell out of here. Oh.
Thank you, Miss Darkheart.
Don't sweat it, kid. You know, it's awful late. Shouldn't you be in bed?
I was in bed until that bully woke me up.
Really?
I was sleeping in my dumpster when that bully started banging on it.
Wait a minute. A dumpster. Shouldn't you be with your parents?
I don't have any parents. I mean, not any good ones.
Not any good ones. What do you mean by that?
I used to live with my daddy, but he was bad. He hit me every day. So Mr. Buttons and I ran away to live here.
You poor thing. I know exactly what pain you're going through.
Really?
Yes, kids with unfortunate lives like yours are exactly why I'm here. In fact, you're more than welcome to stay at my place.
You mean it?
Yes, I promise you'll be safe there.
Good morning, Aunt Arum. Here's your morning cough.
Where is she?
Oh, wait. Here's a note. Dear Petunia, I've went to run some errands and I won't be back until the end of the day, so I have no choice but to put you in charge of everything until I return. Just make sure the kids are fed and on their best behavior. Sincerely, Arum. Oh, she's just running errands. Guess I'll just go to the kitchen and make the kids groove. Wait a minute.
Doesn't you smell something different from the kitchen?
Good different or bad different?
Good morning, children. I have some exciting news. I'm in charge of the house today.
Really?
Please don't say this is some early April Fool's prank.
That's right. And to prove it, I'm making pancakes and eggs for breakfast. And I'm also gonna order pizza for lunch.
Wow, today's gonna be awesome.
Too bad it's only for one day.
All the kids had such a good time today. I wish every day could be like this. I better clean up before. Who could that be at this hour?
Mattock PD, ma'am. I'm here for the annual inspection of this orphanage.
Oh, that was today. Come right in.
Thank you. I'll be in and out in just a minute.
That was a relief. For a second, I thought that was
Petunia, what's a panel?
Honorum.
Would you mind explaining what happened in my house in my absence?
Well, since you were away, I thought it'd be a good chance to mix things up a bit.
Only a bit. Is that why I smell greasy food and nearly trip over all the toys that I have locked up in the attic for a reason?
Honorum. Remember your blood pressure.
Petunia, this is completely inexcusable. You know the punishment for disrespecting my authority.
Honorum, please, you really shouldn't.
Well, everything seems to be up to code. You have a nice. What the French toast?
Don't mind me, officer. I'm just teaching my niece a lesson.
There's a difference between teaching and abusing. Hands behind your back. Now!
I could barely sleep a wink last night with all that yelling.
Likewise. What do you think was going on?
Good morning, kids. I have even more good news.
Before you say anything, Miss Beetle, what was with all the yelling last night?
I knew one of you were gonna ask that. To make a long story short, a cop showed up and arrested my aunt.
Arrested? What for exactly?
Never mind that. The point is I'm now your full-time caretaker. You know what that means?
No more crow.
No more sleeping in the backyard like animals.
Yes. In fact, who wants to go to Freddy's Fun Zone to celebrate? This was the the day I've always dreamed of. The kids seem so happy now that my aunt is out of the picture. They must feel so lucky for that. I know there are a lot of kids in town suffering like they were abused, tortured, controlled, scared. It saddens me just thinking of those poor kids. I wouldn't be surprised if some of them run away and are desperate for love. In fact, I feel I should do something about it. If those kids are in need love and nourishment, I must find them and bring them here. After all, more kids would be good for business. Now, let's see. If I was a runaway kid, where would I try to live? A ghost mall. That would be a perfect place for kids to hide. And there's my ticket in. Wow, this place is a lot bigger on the inside. Those kids could be anywhere. This place is awful dusty, too. Yeah,
Huh, what was that?
Was that you sneezing, Miss Darkheart?
No, Molly, I believe we may have an intruder.
An intruder? What do we do?
Just go back to bed. I'll handle it.
Oh my, that was a loud one. Now where was I?
You were about to leave while you still can.
Huh. Who said that?
I am Darkheart and you are trespassing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to look for... Wait, you seem strangely familiar.
Now that you mention it, so do you. You're that worker for the foster home.
Yeah, I am. I can assure you I come in peace.
Well, crap, I know about how you treat kids there. You have 5 seconds to state your business before I shove your soul down an interdimensional staircase.
You don't understand. I know we've gotten a bad reputation, but I have plans to change everything.
And exactly what kind of plans are you talking about?
I know my aunt has made me and the kids live a life of hardship, but now that she's gone, I'm gonna make sure the kids are happy.
How exactly do I know you're not lying?
Is the intruder gone yet?
Wait a minute. Who is that girl?
She's an orphan I rescued a few nights ago. What about it?
I actually came here to look for kids in need of a good home. If she's an orphan, then she's coming with me.
She's not going anywhere until I know we're not fibbing.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll give both of you a tour of the foster home first thing in the morning and you can see the improvements I've made.
Fine, but if it's some kind of trick, you're gonna be sorry.
Why don't you trust that lady from last night, Miss Darkheart? She seemed nice to me.
I've been here before. The kids who live here are put through hell.
Then why does that sign say safe place?
That was admittedly not there before, but it could be just an attempt to trick us into letting our guard down.
You two must be here for the tour we talked about, aren't you?
Reluctantly, yes.
Well, we best get a move on. Once you see the changes I've made, you're sure to change your tune. This is the recreation room. This is where all the kids go in their free time.
That's odd. Last time I checked, this was the punishment room.
Punishment room?
Yes, here, you would have us. I mean, the kids either get sprayed with hot sauce and or force them to binge watch Teen Titans Go.
Okay, granting that was true, I can assure you the kids no longer get punished like that anymore. How about we move on to the kitchen? All the kids get served 3 square meals a day, and we serve a great variety of delicious foods.
That's not how I remember it. I thought all these kids had to eat was gruel.
What's gruel?
It was the only thing the kids had to eat here. It tasted like oatmeal, but way worse.
Would you please stop bringing up how awful this place used to be? I'm trying to show you that things have changed.
And you're doing a lousy job at it. You've put a lot of effort into tricking me, but I should know this place like the back of my hand.
Is everything okay, Miss People?
You sound upset!
Sheila, Natalie, I need your help with something. This client believes that this place is still awful like when my aunt ran this place. Can you please tell her that things are better now?
Oh, you think they're way better now?
It's true, Petunia is the best!
You see, the kids admit that things are better now.
A likely story. Whenever your aunt was around, the kids would say the same thing just to avoid getting punished. How do I know they're not still doing that?
What is your problem? I'm not like my aunt. What do I need to do to prove to you that this place has changed?
You can't. I know what these kids have been through, and everything your aunt has done is irredeemable, and there is nothing you can do to change that.
Wait, what are you doing?
Something that should have been done a long time ago.
No, Darkheart, I won't let you hurt her.
Molly, what are you doing?
I don't know what you have against Miss Petal, but I actually like this place and I won't let you ruin it.
She's trying to brainwash you, Molly. You don't know this place like I do. No one does. How do you know she's actually good?
How do you know she's actually evil?
Molly's right. This has clearly gone far enough. Why do you think this place is still awful? Why are you pretending to be some crazy vigilante? Why is there something so familiar about you?
Fine. I suppose you both deserve the truth.
Courtney Rose.
That's right, Miss Petal. It's me.
Wait, you actually know her.
Yes, she used to be one of the kids that lived here, but I still don't understand. What on earth happened to you?
Oh, I'll tell you exactly what happened. My life was perfect before I had to go to this hellhole you call a foster home. It was bad enough that I had to deal with that hard aunt of yours, and all the jerks at school were no better. I thought I was finally free when I got adopted. Oh, how I was wrong, so very wrong. I decided to find a new home to call my own. A place where I would finally be free. That was when I found the Ghost Mall. But when I tried to settle in, I kept being reminded of how awful my life is. That was when it hit me. I was only one of the poor children living in misery. Somebody needed to teach this town a lesson it'll never forget. That is why it became Darkheart.
You poor thing. No wonder you're so paranoid.
Are you hugging me?
It must have been so long since you last got in one, hasn't it, Cordy? I know that this was a very difficult change for you. You must have been so scared and confused. I wished I could have helped you.
Why didn't you help me?
It's like you've been saying. My aunt was the one calling the shots. She was just as strict to me as she was to you and the other kids. I couldn't even talk to them without her permission. In fact, she hated the kids so much that she didn't even care who adopted them. She didn't care if they were controlling or abusive. She only wanted them out of her hair. That's why you were adopted by that awful Snows family. They would come here every few months to adopt a new servant. But if it was up to me back then, they wouldn't even be able to set food in the place. Cordy, I can't even describe how sorry I am that couldn't help you then, but maybe it's not too late.
What do you mean?
You can live here again and start over. I can help you find a way to cope with your trauma and make sure you get adopted by a family that'll give you the love you deserve.
I'm sorry. It's too late for that.
Are you sure?
I believe everything you just said to me, Miss Petal, but with everything I've been through, why would I want to take chances?
Well, no one says you have to be adopted. Would it help if I adopted you myself and you stayed here with me?
You don't understand. Well, maybe it's best if I show you. You see that banana over there?
Yeah. What about it? Did you just turn it into a pie?
Yes, I have magic powers now.
How on earth did that happen?
It's a long story, but my new powers are why I'm better off as a vigilante.
Courtney, I'm not gonna force you to do anything you don't want to. If you want to live in that Ghost Mall instead of here, I'm not gonna stop you. But are you sure you want to be a vigilante? You could get hurt.
Yes, it's the only way this town can be taught a lesson. In fact, whenever I rescue a kid, you can take them here to be cared for. Does that sound good?
Well, more kids would be good for business. All right. You can continue being a vigilante in return. You'll send all the kids you rescue here so I can give them proper love. But if you ever change your mind about living in the Ghost Mall, just let me know.
What about me? Is it okay for me to live here?
Yes, it is, Molly. If you really think you will be more comfortable here, I won't stop you.
I wish you luck, Cordy. I'll give these kids all the love, care, and support that they truly deserve, and that's a promise.
Are you sure letting Miss Diddle take care of the kids is the best choice, Darkheart?
Yes, this way, I'll have more food to last and less noise to draw attention to this place. Regardless, I still need a promise of my own. All of Mattock heed my warning from this moment forward. No crime shall go unseen. If anyone even thinks about mistreating kids, I'll make sure it'll be the last mistake you'll ever make.